talking about America for a sec. What's your favorite U.S. fast food?
Waffle House.
Waffle House, okay, and that was like an easy Waffle House, like bar none.
Dude,
what do you love about Waffle House?
Patty melts. My band hate me because I always talk about the patty melt. Like literally, go Waffle House, patty melt, double up on the hash browns, smash it. We're all good. We're all good in here. But the patty melts are god tier, and I feel like this tour I did the patty melt tour, and I was just trying every patty melt that I could come across to see what is the better patty melt.
What are the results?
Right, my top 3 rankings. I think Waffle House is generally superior. I think Whataburger has delightful patty melts because it has like a bit of like a little bit of a spice to it. And then I'm also going to say in Riverside, there's a place called Heroes, and I was like selling merch on like the Shadow of Intent tour, and then they brought me back a patty melt, and it was like godsend. I was just like, holy shit, where'd you get this from? They're like Heroes, and I was like, this is amazing. But patty melts are just awesome. We don't get none of that in the UK, but if it's not patty melts, it's probably a California burrito or a breakfast burrito. Your Mexican food is fucking insane.
Yeah, I'm feeling a similar vibe to all these things.
Yeah, like the Mexican food here is absolutely dead, but we do have good Indian and Chinese food. And also in Canada, you have poutine. Poutine goes crazy.
Oh, yeah, it is actually. And the thing is, it took me forever to understand that, like, you know, you grow up and you don't understand it's only here. Like in my mind, it was just like a thing that everybody, until I talk with people and they're like, no, here we have it and it's disgusting. It's not even close, you know?
Like in Toronto, there was a place called Poutineville, and it was just an insane like poutine place. It was just like stacking, and everyone just got something different. And it was just chaotic. It was just like, it's just huge. And I was like, you don't need that much food, but I'm still gonna eat it anyway. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, you know, the trick with poutine is that ultimately you kind of don't eat the fries. Like, you know, is when it's like, when it's those types of places where it's such a big ass fucking thing and you've got 10 condiments on it. I'm sorry. I mean, the cheese and the condiments is what I end up eating mostly, you know.
There's always a bunch of fries at the end, honestly, for most people. It's like there's...
And that's it. If it hadn't turned to mush by the time you get there anyways, like, it's just, you know, it's a whole thing.
we scran it all. No remorse, no mercy for the poutine.
It's okay.
What's your poutine order then? What's like your ideal poutine?
Oh man, honestly, it depends where we are. That Poutineville, there was too much choices, but I think I pretty much had it was like chips, obviously the typical poutine, but I think I had like brisket, and it was just insane.
I feel that. Like, I feel that. I'm a meat on my poutine.
There's a lot of good ones too. Let's be honest. There's a lot of good choices, and it works. Like it's
not meant to work, but it works, as you said.
Yes.
And it's like it's just like food that you aren't meant to put together, but it does its job. Like honestly, like our sound guy had like this weird one, and it was just like, and it was just like this. It had like this like fried cucumber on top of it. It was just like insane.
Yeah, that checks out. I'm not surprised. Yep. typical poutine place. What's the worst fast food in the States?
Oh,
while we're on the subject,
worst fast foods.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Barring gas stations. Gas stations aside.
Gas station food is kind of slapping though.
It depends.
We have had a good Wawa pizza.
Yeah. So Wawa and Sheets and you know the Buc-ee's, those are but those are kind of they're in another league. I feel they're not.
Yeah. Worst food. I'm gonna say probably Jack in the. No, actually no. White Castle.
Okay. I'm with you on that one. That's really? a fair answer.
Yeah.
But I never had some. But like because of the movie,
that's what everyone says.
This is it.
I always wanted to.
It's a soggy, wet ass burger, and it sucks.
We were in Vegas, and I was like, they were going, "Why do you want to go White Castle?" I was like, "Cause Harold and Kumar the film, you go for White Castle." And they were like, I got exactly what they had, which was like the snack burger. It was like this big, but the meat is like that thin, and I'm just like, what's going on here? And I had it, and it was like, how was it? I was like, this is depressing. I can see why it's like $1. It's depressing. But like,
that was one of my biggest disappointments.
It wasn't, but the best food you can find is obviously the street corner Mexican trucks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They go crazy.
Mm-hmm. Anywhere south of the U.S., you know, Cali, Texas, like
for sure.
Good Mexican truck food is top tier for sure.
We love a lot of Mexican food in this band. We try and do a lot of it, but also they hate it when it comes to pay melts because they're like, "Where do you want to eat?" And I'm like, "Waffles, come on."